Hey mateys, welcome aboard Bartender's Corner. I'm your host, Captain Colin Gregory. And it gives me great pleasure today to be down at Pier 62 at Chelsea Piers, home of classic harbor lines, where in minutes we'll be going on a first ever cocktail cruise aboard the 1920 yacht called Kingston. And with us, our special guest will be Admiral Wendy Crispell. She is author and she is also a mixologist. She's got so many trades. She's a food specialist, cocktail specialist, wine specialist. You can go to her site, liquor.com. But we'll be on board. We'll be boarding soon, and you're going to see all the new kind of drinks that she's going to show that relates to Gotham. So, Admiral Wendy, and this is such a great thing that we're doing here on the Kingston yacht, a 1920s yacht. It's so beautiful, isn't it?
It's wonderful. It's the first one that we've done on the Kingston.
Yes, an exclusive, yeah, first one. Now you're going to show me a drink right now, right?
It's called the Bee's Knees.
The Bee's Knees.
Bee's Knees.
Okay, all right.
And it's made with Due North rum, made in Red Hook from Van Bruns Stillhouse.
Okay, I played a lot of softball there.
Okay. It's got some honey syrup, which is the easiest cocktail syrup that you will ever learn to make. It's just half hot water, half honey. Shake it up, and there's your cocktail syrup. And we have some fresh squeezed lime, and it's garnished with sprigs of rosemary. It's a riff on a 20s drink that was originally made with gin, but I like to do it with rum and infuse a little bit of the herbal note to it, so it gives it a little spice. And due north is actually a sailor's term. Back in the day, sailors got rum or whiskey as part of their pay. But it was always mixed with orange juice or some type of mixer to stretch it out so they had enough to get through the journey. But if they made it through particularly rough weather or storm, or some other thing like pirates or crazy happenings, they got to drink it straight. And the term for drinking it straight was due north. So that's what we're having tonight, a due north Bee's Knees.
Wow, that sounds just so interesting. Okay, so are you going to mix this now?
Yes, I am.
All right. Do you want to tell us about your websites too? You have a couple of them going, right?
Sure. I've got Wendy Crispell Wine, which lists all my wine and cheese tastings. I'm a wine and cheese expert, but I got started out in cocktails. So I love cocktails. I also write for liquor.com, and I have a food pairing, wine, cocktail, and cheese website called sassysipsnyc.com.
I love it. Sassy Sips. How'd you come up with that?
I'm a sassy girl.
Oh, I love it. Okay. All right. So let's get going here with the drink here.
Okay.
All right.
So it's equal parts rum, honey syrup, and fresh lime. This is one of my shakers from my collection of vintage cocktail shakers. Dragged it out for you guys tonight. So that's 16 ounces lime. Scant less of the honey syrup.
Oh, it looks great. Honey's always good for you too.
And you can use a lot of different styles of honey if you'd like.
Okay, I talked with you earlier about people with acid reflux and everything, so this would be probably okay, right?
The honey sort of smooth it out a little bit.
Yeah. And
this rum is so smooth. 16 ounces of this.
Well, I'm so glad that Captain Chris is driving this boat. Boy, if I was driving it right now, we'd definitely be on a 3-hour tour, right?
You gotta be careful.
Yeah, she's doing a great job.
Sailors today definitely don't drink
due north. Thank you, Captain Chris. And also thank you, Skipper Megan Mayhart, too, for getting this all together.
So just give this a... Make sure... Whoa! We got a leak there.
Right. And folks, it's not easy on a boat trying to do this. Although it's every excuse in the world for being drunk, that's for sure.
So make sure with these old ones, they always have turns here.
Okay.
If I can get it off of here.
I can help you if you want to hold the mic.
Can you help?
Yeah,
that would be wonderful.
There we go. I got it.
Are you going to have a little sip of this one?
Oh, sure. Yeah, definitely.
It's my favorite one of the evening.
Ah, so sweet. You saved the favorite one for me. That's why you're the Admiral and I'm only the Captain.
Okay.
Cheers. Cheers. Cheers to everybody on the Kingston on the 1920s yacht. Toast. And here we go, down the hatch. No pun intended. NYC-centric cocktails. The Bronx Cocktail. Time was every borough in New York had to have a cocktail. Well, except for Queens and Staten Island. But there was a Brooklyn, and you know all about the Manhattan. That leaves this baby, the Bronx. Its origins are as undisputed as anything involving alcohol can get. Johnny Solon, Spanish-American war vet and master bartender at the Waldorf Astoria, slung it together when a lunchtime customer challenged him to come up with something. It was an instant hit. Okay, thank you, Megan Mayhart from Classic Harbor Lines, and Wendy Crispell, actually Admiral Wendy Crispell, for teaching us all about cocktails on this lovely cruise on the Kingston 1920 yacht. And thank you, Captain Chris, for driving us safely back and forth. Until next time, last call.